Welcome back, everybody, to the P18 podcast. Our guest today is Mr. Ryan Keating, special ed teacher here at Perry High School.
Yep.
Ryan, thank you for taking some time today and dropping by the P18 podcast.
No worries.
So I have some questions for you. I'm going to throw each one of them at you, and then feel free to give us any answer that you'd like to on them, okay?
Yep.
So question number one, if you could share a little bit about your journey and how you came to be a part of Perry High School.
All right. So this is my 20th year teaching. Started out in the Mesa district, and then when my youngest daughter was getting ready to start kindergarten, I wanted to be a little closer to home, so I started looking around, and I found Perry, and my aunt works in the district, so I asked her, "What have you heard about Perry?" And she said, "It's a pretty good school. You should go ahead and throw your name in over there." So I did, and now I've been here, I think this is my 9th year.
9 years. Time flies.
It does. It does.
All right, so what does a typical day in your job look like?
It's pretty busy. So start out my day by looking at my calendar to see whose meeting I have to go to. It's probably average about 4 to 5 meetings a week.
And by meetings, we're talking about?
IEP meetings, level lead meetings, talking with admin about our level lead, things like that. So get going and doing that, and then I work on just getting my kids going for their favorite subject of math. So if you ask every one of them, they all hate math, but I try to make it as fun as I can, and they seem to pick up a lot of things as we get going. So.
Okay. And what part of your job would people be surprised to know about?
I think people would be very surprised at the amount of paperwork and data collection that we have to do in special ed. Each one of those IEPs is 10 pages long, and I have 17 kids on my caseload. So those are all spread out through the year, but it does take about an hour to 2 hours to write an IEP from scratch. And then also the level of organization. Like, you have to be very organized so that you can keep track of all that data, keep track of when the meetings are, and, keep track of the kids' emotional health too.
Okay, so next question, a little bit different than the others, okay? If you could have dinner with any sports figure, past or present, who would it be and why?
So I think I would choose Pat Tillman. He just has a really interesting, from what I've read in books and stuff, he had a very interesting philosophy on life, and it would be nice to just kind of pick his brain about what he thought about back then when he decided to join the military and what he's thinking now that's going on in the world. So I think that'd just be fascinating.
Okay, and you're an ASU fan too.
Definitely.
So there's a connection there.
Mm-hmm. To the core.
All right, so, if we're going out to dinner with Pat Tillman and Arizona State, Tempe is right there. Is there any specific restaurant maybe where you would take him?
I would go to the Chuck Box. It's been there forever, and they make really good hamburgers. So that's definitely what I would pick.
Nothing wrong with a hamburger.
Yes.
Okay. All right, next question. What do you wish that more people understood about Perry High School?
I wish people would understand the amount of dedication that the staff has to see the students succeed. And with that dedication, the pride when that success is realized. So, being able to see that the work that you're putting into helping the students is actually making a difference. And that's always nice when the students come back and then talk to you years later. So.
Very nice. All right, final question for you. We all have choices of where we can work, right? What makes Perry the place for you?
So besides the location, as they say in real estate, location, location, location. So it's nice to be close to home to allow me to work with my family, but really it's the staff and the students here, and it's like a family. So you were able to just have that common goal of being successful and wanting to work to meet that goal.
Very nice. Mr. Keating, thank you again very much for taking a few minutes to be with us today on the P18 podcast.
Yeah, thank you.